You keep chasing motivation, and your real life stays on hold. Why? Because the problem isn't willpower, it's lack of focus. Today, I'm giving you a 90-day system that forces real change. No hype, no shortcuts, just ruthless discipline built on the code of Miyamoto Musashi, a man who fought over 60 death matches and never lost. He lived knowing he could die tomorrow. That pressure forged one of the hardest discipline systems ever. 90 days is all you need to break your old patterns and become someone new. Stay with me, because the fifth principle is the one almost nobody uses, and it changes everything. I took the harsh survival strategy from his Book of 5 Rings and applied it to the main battles of modern life: laziness, burnout, and the dopamine trap. Let's be honest. How many times have you promised yourself a new life starting Monday? You decided to do everything at once: lose weight, read a book a week, launch a business, meditate. And what happened? 2 weeks later, burnout, ashes, and a return to the old version of you. Before every duel, Musashi did one thing. He cleared away everything unnecessary. One opponent, one task, one perfect movement. He understood something brutal. If you scatter your focus, you lose. Your focus is a weapon. Swing it wildly in 10 directions, and you hit nothing. Strike one point with everything you have, and the wall breaks. For the next 90 days, your order is simple. Pick one thing, not 3, not 5. One goal. Everything else, family, health, work, goes into maintenance mode. Don't try to grow everything. Just hold your ground. You go on the offensive in one direction only. Make the goal so specific, there's nowhere to hide. Get better means nothing. Do 20 minutes of cardio every day at 7 a.m. or write 2 pages before 10 a.m. is an order that cannot be ignored. If you can't measure it, you can't trust it. Open your phone right now. Look at your screen time stats. Don't lie to yourself. How many hours a week are you giving to other people's lives on social media? The average person spends over 3 hours a day staring at a screen. That's almost a decade of your life. Gone. Before his most famous duels, Musashi took nothing unnecessary with him. No extra armor, no heavy weapons, nothing that would slow him down. He understood a simple truth. What doesn't help you, hurts you. There is no neutral zone. Look around. Your life is full of things dragging you down. Every notification, every app, every useless scroll is a tiny hook. Together, they pull you to the bottom. For the next 90 days, clear your battlefield. Delete the apps that steal your time. If the idea of deleting them scares you, that's exactly why you need to do it. And stop spending time with people who leave you drained every time you meet them. Free up space, because in that emptiness, clarity appears. And with clarity comes energy you forgot you had. This isn't minimalism. This is survival. But none of this works if you lose the very first battle of the day. The first seconds after the alarm goes off are the hardest duel of the day. The bed is warm, the room is cold, and your brain is begging you for comfort. One voice says, "Get up." Another whispers, "Just 5 more minutes." You earned it. The voice you listen to most often is the one that defines you. Every time you hit snooze, you make a deal with weakness. You teach yourself that your commitments are optional. Musashi woke up while the city was still asleep. He took the initiative before the world even had a chance to wake up. Your rule for the next 90 days is this: set your alarm 1 hour earlier than usual. And when it rings, you have 5 seconds to decide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet on the floor. Don't think. Don't check your phone. Don't ask how you feel. Just move. The feeling will catch up later. And most importantly, the first hour is screen-free. No news, no messages, no other people's priorities. This hour belongs entirely to your main goal. Give your cleanest morning energy to the thing that matters most. The resistance will be real, but no excuse is worth the person you could become. This is the breaking point for 99 out of 100 people. The first 2 weeks feel great. Dopamine, excitement, the feeling that, for once, you're really doing it. Your brain rewards you for every step. But around day 35, something changes. The novelty wears off. The excitement disappears. And suddenly, you're left with gray, sticky routine. Then comes the voice. Am I even making progress? Maybe I'm just tired. Maybe this isn't for me. This is the exact moment the old you tries to drag you back into the swamp. People mistake the loss of excitement for a lack of progress. That's the trap. For Musashi, boredom wasn't a signal to stop. It was just the next opponent. Boredom is part of the fight. In fact, it's usually where real change begins. When training became brutal monotony, he added another hour. Keep going precisely when you don't feel like it, because the person you become in the gray, ordinary days is the person who will show up in the decisive moment. A day of discipline is a brick in the wall of your character. A day of indulgence is a hammer blow to that same wall. At the end of his life, Musashi retreated to a cave alone, without an audience, and wrote that very Book of 5 Rings. That's the final principle, and maybe the most important one. People can wake up early, they can stay focused, but they can't keep their mouths shut. Every small step becomes a story. Every plan gets announced. Psychologists call this a premature sense of accomplishment. Every time you talk about your intentions, your brain gets a tiny dopamine spike, as if you've already achieved them. The tension drops. The energy gets wasted on words instead of action. For the next 90 days, go into absolute silence mode. No posts about your progress, no talking about your plans, no asking for validation. Your transformation is a covert operation. If someone asks, give a short answer. I'm working on something. Silence protects you from other people's doubts, which spread fast, and from helpful advice that creates confusion. Let your energy go into the work, not into stories about the work. When day 91 comes, you'll look back and barely recognize the person you were at the start. You'll see someone who kept their word. Musashi didn't explain his victories. He simply won. And in the end, they won't need to believe your words. They'll have to deal with your results. Your turn. Pick one goal, start now, and do it in silence. If this video hit home and gave you something useful, drop a like. It helps the right ideas spread. And subscribe to the channel. Here, we talk about how to take what's yours from life without the unnecessary noise and empty motivation. See you next time.